Welcome to your energy update with the angels. I'm Devon, Duerr, angel intuitive and spiritual teacher. The overall energy right now is full of transformation. Look around you. What changes are you noticing? What changes within about the way you feel about where you want to go is standing out to you right now. This is leading you to new creative opportunities and new ways of living. I'm so grateful you are here. Thank you so much to my subscribers for always being here. I love you so much. And let's dive deeper into this guidance. But first, I'd like to ask you to, if you feel called, write in the comments below my favorite pocket affirmation. I am in divine flow. This is the one I go to all the time. So if you've been with me for a while, you've heard me say it a lot because it's so great when you're stuck in traffic and you're stressed out, or you're constantly getting interruptions at work and you feel like you're not getting anything done. Pause, put your feet flat on the ground, take some deep breaths. I like to do 3 deep breaths and say it 3 times. I am in divine flow. I will even notice that by the 3rd time I'm saying it, my voice has slowed down and gone deeper because it's so great to bring in that divine energy and really ask for the support and help available to all of us. Speaking of help and support that's available to all of us, our angels are always willing to step in and help us if we ask. And as they said at the very beginning of this video, when they were talking about the overall energy, they were saying, we want you to notice the transformation. In fact, the image they were showing me was this gorgeous, beautiful, royal blue butterfly. So think of the transformation that the caterpillar goes through to become a butterfly. A lot of things have to be left behind. There's a harder, slower process. There's a process where you're all alone. But we have been asked lately to spend a lot more time in self-discovery. So self-discovery also includes self-reflection, reflecting on past challenges, and most importantly, what the angels want us to notice from those things is, what did we learn? What did we learn from the challenges we've been through up to this point? Those things were designed to help us become stronger and to implement new creative solutions. In fact, it's really important that we had those challenges even if they were painful, so that we can be available to help others as they go through their major transformation, the butterfly transformation. So trust that everything you've been working on has been worth the effort. Now, I want you to think about these 3 areas of your life as you are listening to the rest of this guidance. Your relationships. This could be romantic, it could be children, parent, boss, friend. Your health. This could be your fitness or just trying to improve your stamina, your longevity, whatever that is for you. And then, of course, your material world. This could be career. This could be budgeting, finances, retirement plan. If you are retired, this could be where you're putting energy, because money is energy. So sometimes we think, well, I'm not sitting here worrying about my budget, but I am worried about how am I going to get to do the things I want to do with my life. And in fact, I believe in a recent video, the angels asked us to make sure we are setting healthy boundaries around our time and energy. And this is because it is so important that we're spending lots of time in self-discovery because of this transformation. And this transformation that's coming in, that's available to us, is so big that if we don't have that quiet time alone to ground ourselves, then we're going to miss some of the new ideas and the new ways of being that are going to really help us. So one of the things they're showing me they want you to make plans to do very soon is to sit down and look around at the things in your life that you are grateful for. They want you to write down at least 3 things you are grateful for right now. I always encourage you to grab that journal and write it in there, but you can also do it digitally if that's better for you. But really stop and reflect on the things you are grateful for. Then they want you to go ahead and also say, what are some 3 new things you'd like to bring into your life? And we are focused on the number 3 today. Now, of course, you can do more if you want, but that's one of the things they were wanting me to mention, was working with the power of 3s today. So the next thing they want you to think about at the time that you're hearing this video, or what are 3 things I want to bring into my life? Do I want to bring in more time for going for leisurely walks? Do I want to bring in the opportunity to travel more? Do you want to bring in new friends? Have you been looking for your tribe so that you can do this self-discovery and then go find other people to share your experiences with, which is so important that we do that we have a community where we can share our experiences. I hear from so many of you all the time, where's my tribe? How do I find people that think the way I do? I have longtime friends and loving family members that I love dearly who think differently than me. So how do I work on this transformation? How do I tap into this new spiritual life when I don't have anyone I can talk to about it? Well, it's out there. It's time to start calling them in. And this is a great time for me to share a little story about myself when I felt like I was in the spiritual closet, as they say, when I was really deepening my connection with the angels and really practicing on a regular basis. The angels would say, you need to ask to call them in. And I did that, and I did it all the time, and I wrote it in my journal, and I kept track of it, and I looked for the signs, and I followed the signs. And if I saw a sign, I would ask, was this a sign, or is this the person? And sure enough, one by one, these people started coming into my life. In fact, several of them I already knew. They were acquaintances. I had no idea they had their own spiritual practice. I had no idea that they even believed or were open-minded to having this higher spiritual practice. And it was fascinating to see the way that I would overhear them saying something, or I would see a post they made, and the angels would just kind of feel like they were tapping me on the shoulder. Hey, pay attention. This is one of the people that you've been calling in. They're part of your tribe. They're here to work on your soul mission. Speaking of soul mission, one of the most common questions I get as an angel intuitive is, what is my life purpose? Well, the angels want me to encourage you to remember that we are here for many purposes and many reasons. We're here to learn things on our own. We're here to help others. We're here to help raise the vibration of the planet. We're here to really bring new ways of loving others into the world and bring unity in. So there's not one way to do it. There's no right or wrong way to do it. You are not on the wrong path if you're not aware of that. And it's not something that you have to actively do. So I hear that a lot of times too. It's like, well, I feel like I'm a light worker, but I'm also, an attorney, and my husband's a carpenter. So we have this spiritual practice and we use, energy healing, but we're not doing it professionally. Oh, yes, you are. You are doing it in every contact you are having, every smile you share. Every time that you work on your own vibration and you raise it, you're helping the collective raise it. So you really can feel good that if all you do is sit down every day and do your own spiritual practice, that you really are helping the entire planet and everybody on the planet, animals and all kinds of beings. So feel good about that and trust that. In fact, I want you to go ahead and write another affirmation while you're hearing this. I am a divine appointment. I am a divine appointment, and really step into that energy that you have the ability to raise the vibration of the collective simply by working on your own self-discovery, working on your own connection with the angels. If you are wanting to deepen your connection with the angels, I do have my journal available on Amazon called Book of Evidence, Proof Your Angels Are With You. I keep forgetting in the video, so here's my copy to share with you that this is the one I use. I, of course, use it every day. It comes with a 4-part webinar that teaches you how to strengthen your intuitive abilities and deepen your connection with the angels. I also have a digital version of my intuition tracker, and the link is below. And I also have a free 5-day journaling challenge that you can click on and download a free downloadable PDF that will give you angel messages and guides to deepening your connection for 5 days to get you started, to see what it feels like. And please always feel free. I always forget to say this. Ask me questions in the comments below this about connecting with the angels. I love sharing that with you. I am working on a course for this. I've had individual classes in the past that were live, but I'm wanting to put together a comprehensive course. So any questions you have, I'm very happy to answer here in the comments about deepening your connection with the angels, about using your intuitive abilities, because that's really my passion, is teaching others that you are intuitive, you are here for a reason, you have the ability to connect with the angels on your own. And I always want to share that with you so that nobody feels alone. We all have a guardian angel, we all have a spiritual team, we all have this ability to get divine help and to use our own natural born intuitive abilities to connect. Now, I know most of you know that because you are here, and thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate you. All right, let's go back into the guidance a little bit more as we went on that little sidestep there, but I wanted to give examples because I always grow when I hear other people's experiences. Even if they're similar to ones I've had, it's so affirming to hear someone else's experiences. So please always feel free to share those as well. Now, another thing that they're asking us to really focus on starting now, but making long-term plans is go ahead and plan some time away from your daily routines. Now, I'm not saying time away from your daily spiritual practice, but what they're wanting you to do is have bigger blocks of time to focus on your spiritual practice. So this may mean planning a staycation where you're turning off all the normal routines of the day. You're telling friends and family, I'm not going to be answering my phone for a while. I'm going into meditation. Maybe you're looking for a spiritual retreat to join somewhere. Maybe you're planning a vacation to somewhere you've always wanted to go. But that is a big message coming through for those of you listening. And they are talking about multiple times. So this is where I will hear sometimes, well, I can't afford to take that much time off, or I can't afford to travel that much this year or next year, whatever the time frame is that you feel you're called to do this. They're simply asking you to set boundaries around your time to do this. So this could be something where you're walking down to a local park, and again, not having your electronics, just having your journal and whatever plans you have for sitting and doing that self-discovery. Maybe you're bringing some of those spiritual texts with you that you really want to dive deep into. But this is a really important message coming through right now, that we are spending a lot more time in the self-discovery, but that we're actually blocking the time. It's not something that we're just fitting in at the end of the day or doing for a few minutes in the morning. They really want us to do that. So I am being seen like at least 3 different either long weekends or 1 to 2 day blocking out on your calendar over the next 6 to 8 months where you plan to focus solely on yourself and your spiritual practice and self-discovery. So again, they're showing me that if any books are catching your attention about spiritual practice, learning a new type of spiritual practice, they want you to go ahead and put that on a list, because that might be something that you spend time doing, is diving into that. You can also start saving videos on YouTube on a playlist to start watching later for that. And of course, spending quiet time alone with your journaling and everything like that. Now, the next thing they want me to bring up is the people around you that may learn some things, learn some information that is jarring to them. And they're going to be looking to you to lead them through it and guide you through it. So this is where we're going to want to stand in our light. And this is why the spiritual practice is so important, because these loved ones, or even just close family, friend, relatives, or coworkers that are leaning on you, you're going to have this great opportunity to open their mind and open their heart when they see the way that the work you're doing is benefiting you and keeping you from getting too upset, too anxious over any information that's coming out. In fact, you're going to be the one guiding them through the grounding process. Now, if you find that you're waking up a lot at night, this is another important message coming through. They want you to check in with the energy around you. It could be your spouse, a child in the house, a neighbor that is feeling anxious as well. And this is where they're going to ask you to do more prayers of protection and clear the energy in your house. I do have some videos and tutorials on my channel here on YouTube about clearing energy, but there's so many ways to clear energy through your house. You can do it with a burning sage. You can do it visually. You can call on Archangel Michael or other angels to do it. I use some symbols, and I'll go through the house, the little Tibetan symbols, and do it. There's all kinds of ways to do it. You do what's best for you. But if you are finding you're waking up a lot at night, don't just assume it's your anxiety or your anger issues, just self-fulfilling prophecies. Oh, I'm stressed or whatever. Of course, check in on that, but also check in with the energy around you. And this is where we can bring a lot more groundedness to our environment and to everyone in our house. In fact, another message that they're showing me is you may have to be the grounding energy in your household for the next 8 to 12 months in a bigger way than ever before. So this may mean spending a lot more time walking around barefoot, going out in the grass, doing the house clearing, burning candles that smell good and make the home feel nurtured, calling in the angels to help, and of course, doing any kind of meditative practice that just really helps balance the energy. That's really going to help you. Now, quick reminder here, there's a lot of ways to do that. So if you're somebody that has trouble sitting in meditation for a long time, you can do walking meditations, you can do yoga, you can dance to great music, you can put on some drumming music and just let your body move to it. There's all kinds of ways that you can ground the energy in your house. I often do this with lunar events. If it's a full moon or a new moon, I'll blast really amazing high vibrational music through the house and I'll dance through the house. A lot of times my kids will join me. It's so much fun, and the angels love it too. They love seeing us dance, play, and have fun. So then one final reminder here is to remember to laugh. I believe we had that message in the last video I posted. Don't forget the high vibration of laughing. So if you are having a hard time shifting the energy in your own body or within your house with your loved ones, put on something funny, put on a clean comedian, go watch a funny movie, play with your animals, do something fun. That's going to really help you as well. I am so grateful you are here. Remember, take time every day to connect with the angels.